A night I'll never forget. It was a night so dark that even the streetlights seemed to shy away from casting any real light. The streets were quiet, too quiet, like the whole town had somehow disappeared. I remember walking through the streets, idly looking at shop windows, the displays of clothes catching my attention, almost pulling me in. I wasn't in a rush, just letting the night take me where it wanted. But then I heard it. It was a soft sound at first, just a faint scrape, almost like someone dragging something along the ground. I glanced toward the alley on my left, the one most people ignored. It had always been there, hidden in the shadows, but that night it felt different. The air around me shifted. I could feel it, like something was wrong. My eyes strained to see through the darkness, and then I saw him. A figure. A man bent over something. The flash of a blade caught my eye, silver, sharp. He was hurting someone. The figure on the ground, still, unmoving. It happened so fast, and the worst part was the silence. Not even a scream, just that sickening, rapid movement of the man's hands with the blade. I don't know how long I stood there. It felt like time stopped, like my body refused to believe what my mind was seeing. Then, something in me snapped. I ran. I don't even know how I got my legs to move, but I was running, and it was like I was flying. My feet barely touched the ground. I wasn't thinking about anything, not about the fear, not about what was behind me. All that mattered was that I needed to get away, far away from that alley. But I could hear him. I could hear his footsteps, heavy and dragging, getting closer with each second. My heart was pounding so hard it felt like it might explode. I didn't dare look back. I could feel him. I could sense that he was right behind me, chasing me, and yet somehow, my body was moving faster than I ever thought possible. When I finally reached my front door and slammed it shut, I collapsed against it, gasping for air. I was shaking, disoriented, but I was safe. I don't know how I made it. I don't know how I managed to escape. It felt like something took over me in that moment, something I didn't even know I was capable of. Now, sitting here in the comfort of my own home, I can't forget it. I can't forget the image of him, the way he moved, the blade. That night, that moment, it stuck with me, lodged in my memory, and no matter how many years pass, I know I'll never truly escape it. It's as if that terror still lingers just beyond the edge of my awareness, waiting for the moment to resurface.